Rose Anderson will tell you shortness of breath is a frightening thing, especially when it keeps happening, and you can't explain it.
It's like, am I really getting ready to take my last breath? There were nights that I would wake out of my sleep just gasping for air.
But fear of the unknown doesn't disappear with a diagnosis. Rose's doctor told her that chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, was the cause of her breathing issues.
He said, Rose, you're losing oxygen, and so we're gonna have to put you on oxygen. I was depressed. When I got the oxygen, I felt like it was the most disfiguring piece of equipment that someone could give anyone to wear. And so here I am in pulmonary rehab, learning how to embrace COPD and learning how to live a different lifestyle with COPD.
Arms up as you inhale.
Pulmonary rehab is a holistic approach to treating respiratory issues like COPD.
9, good. Last one, make it good.
It combines traditional physical therapy with other disciplines like nutrition, social work, and psychology.
It is an 8-week program, and there's 2 main components. There's an exercise component and an education component. And so in the exercise component, that happens with physical therapy and respiratory therapy. The main cornerstone of the exercise piece is endurance exercise, so more like cardiovascular type training, and we do that in every session.
Work on intensity and speed today. And what does our oxygen have to stay above?
Above the 88%.
You got it.
When I first started rehab, my first day, I was on the treadmill, walking at a 3.0 speed. They would always encourage me to work and to continue to work, and knowing that maybe the goal that I'm looking for to actually one day come off of oxygen is a realistic goal.
And while the exercise component is critical, Rose says it's the education part that has truly transformed her.
Mental is all a part of the rehab and the healing process that anyone needs with a chronic disease, whether it's lungs or whatever. You need to have a mental positive attitude, and that's going to help you.
If we just go down the exercise route, or just go down the oxygen route, or just down the nutrition route, we're not really going to make the types of big changes that we want to make. So we really try to approach it from that standpoint of what can we do to make an impact on this person's life long term.
This type of holistic approach addresses one of the primary challenges of respiratory diseases like COPD, the fear and anxiety.
I would say one of the things that we see very commonly is that people with COPD, they get short of breath, which makes sense, right, because they have COPD, but then that makes them less likely and less willing to do activities that make them short of breath. And it's this vicious cycle that happens. And I feel like part of our role in this is to help people understand what shortness of breath is okay, that they should work through, and when is it not okay.
So I look forward to coming to pulmonary rehab.
Glory, 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 hallelujah. Glory, 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 hallelujah.
And through rehab, Rose has been able to continue doing the things she loves, working full-time, preaching, and leading the music department at church.
Glory, hallelujah.
You know, if walking is their issue, we look for them to be walking faster, farther, and with less shortness of breath. So I consider them to be successful in their program, 1, if they're functioning better, but 2, if they know what they need to do to continue doing it. And then, you know, once in a while somebody leaves and says, wow, not only do I know what to do, but I enjoy exercise now. Man, that is just even better.
And Rose is enjoying her newfound love of activity more every day.